Hey guys, what's up? Serpentine19 here, giving you a brief rundown of the EA E3 Conference 2014. So let's get straight in with it, with what they opened with, which was Battlefront. Basically what they showed off for Battlefront was some behind the scenes work. They showed the DICE team going into the old Star Wars sets and kind of getting a feel for how they wanted to make the game. It did show some early in-engine footage. It was very early. There was some stuff that was untextured and just like the general gameplay was there. There were a couple of things finished, like a speed racer bike going through a forest. That was pretty cool to see. They had some very early stuff with the Atwalkers. They did say though that more information would be coming in spring 2015, so whether that's a beta phase or whether that's just a game release date, look out for that period of time. Next up on stage was the Dragon Age Inquisition. This was pretty much the Microsoft trailer, a lot of landscape pans, not really that much on the characters until later on. They did show the different classes and how they all work, which was good. And then at the very end they showed you actually fighting one of the dragons in game. There was about a group of 4 players taking it on, and that looked pretty cool. The dragon was reacting to all the hits it was getting. If it was getting hit in a leg, a lot of times it would lift that leg up as if it was injured. So yeah, that was pretty cool to see. Next up was Mass Effect. Now, not much was shown for this. This was pretty much saying we're working on it, so don't forget about us. Basically they've said it's going to be a new universe. Well, not a new universe, but like it's gonna stray from the Mass Effect of old, which was 1, 2 and 3. So it's going to have new characters, new places, new solar systems and that to explore. And yeah, they were pretty much in very early stages with this. They were showing off very like just character models and stuff. They weren't showing environments or anything like that. At the end of that, they did say that they were working on a new IP as well, which is pretty much all they said was it was a large scale dynamic world. So not much was given on that, but there is a new IP coming. Next up was The Sims 4. Not much to say about this really. It's a Sims game. They didn't show any new features. It still looks like Sims of old. There was a lot of concentration on the story for some reason. And the player market was a little bit different. You can get houses, get character profiles and that, and use them in your game if you want. But yeah, nothing really brand new, and that will be coming out September the 2nd. Next up we just had a couple of sports things. The new UFC game and the new NHL ice hockey game. Not much really to talk about that. They're sports games. Then there was a new IP game that's coming out, which I can't remember what the developer name was. I think it was Crytion. I think that's how you say it. Crytion, yeah. It was very early in development, doesn't have a name as of yet, and basically what they're doing is creating kind of an adrenaline junkie game. It's got ATVs, helicopters, hang gliders, boats, and possibly more. Actually, it does have more than that. What they're going for is this kind of first-person thrill-seeker game. So all the focus is on being first-person and doing tricks, just doing a whole bunch of crazy stuff. So that should be interesting to see when it gets a little bit further on. Then we hit another group of sports, which was golf and Madden. Yeah, basically the same again. The golf game is being put onto the Frostbite 3 engine, so it looks pretty now. but yeah, most of the other stuff is all the same. Then there was the Dawngate trailer. This is basically just a MOBA. They're saying it's not a clone, but it can be debatable, really. You could see most of this footage already online. They didn't show anything new. They didn't show any plans really for the future or anything. It was just a kind of, hey, Dawngate kind of thing. But yeah. And then they moved on to Mirror's Edge 2. They showed some early gameplay footage of this, actually. A lot of the stuff was big tall white buildings, as is typical with Mirror's Edge, but they didn't have any of the like lower lying city levels. But yeah, it's pretty much more Mirror's Edge. Nothing much from what I could see had changed from the first one, except that they're working on the combat to be more in flow with your movement, instead of you having to actually stop and fight certain people to get past. Now you can just do it really seamlessly. So that's a good addition to that. Next up was FIFA. So sport again. What changed in the game? Not much really. It's just another FIFA game. And then they finished up with Battlefield Hardline, because that was such a secret, right? So they showed the leaked trailer at the very start. Then they went through what the campaign's gonna be. It's meant to be kind of like a TV drama, so I'm guessing there's gonna be some kind of like mystery or something around that. They did show the multiplayer off, which was 32v32 or a 64 entire play map. This looks rather interesting. Like, it is still a Battlefield game, all those mechanics are still kind of there, but the new game modes they're bringing in to suit the style of the game, which is cops and robbers, I think that's going to be very, very beneficial for the game. Like, kind of concentrating firefights in these small areas, and then kind of having the fight on the move, as you can see in the gameplay footage they showed. Levolution, as they call it, is still in it. There was one bit where they dropped down a whole bridge, and the robbers got out that way, and there was a massive crane that fell, taking out 2 buildings. So that was kind of cool as well. And the big cliffhanger that they left everyone with at the end there was that they launched the beta. The closed beta is launched today. You can pick up PS4 beta keys and the PC beta keys. I'm not sure there was an Xbox one. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's not an Xbox one. But yeah, so the servers are crashed at the moment, and there's a couple of problems with that, but it should be all fixed by the time this goes up. So yeah, head over to battlefieldhardline.com, I think that's the URL, and you can sign up and play the game. So yeah, next up is the oh god, what conference was it? The Ubisoft conference, which is coming up. So expect that soon after this one, and I'll see you guys next time.